Amidst the speculation by the APC and the federal government that the Ijaw youths might be revolting against the federal government after declaring state of emergency that saw the suspension of Governor Fubara, the explosion of pipeline for the third time in a week has continued to raise eyebrows. Due to this lingering speculation, the suspended governor, Fubara, have noted and stated expressly that he has no link with the pipeline vandalization and the explosion that is taking place in the state.
The emergency rule in Rivers State has continued to generate mixed reactions. Following the latest explosions at oil and gas installations in the state, the suspended state governor Siminalayi Fubara has denied any links to militant groups, warning against attempts to incite violence or economic sabotage in his name. Reacting to trending videos of explosions, Fubara urged security agencies to investigate the sources of the videos and take action against those responsible. Okay, GKB, I'll start with you. Governor Siminalayi Fubara, denying links to militants, and he's saying that he's not even planning such association. Your thoughts on this story?
There is something called statement after the fact.
Okay.
Because just 2 weeks ago, or even last week, it was the same Fubara who was asking militants to keep their powders dry and wait for further instructions. It was not written. He said it with his own mouth.
He said to
The
youths.
Exactly. Let's just keep
No,
it
we don't use militants.
Oh, yeah, youths.
He didn't say militants.
That they should keep their...
They will receive instructions.
That they should keep their powders dry. And they will get instructions. So that to me is a trigger in any shape or form. But I'm glad that he has now come out to redefine or remodel his position to show that he's willing to work for peace. Because without peace in Rivers State, the military administratorship, if there's a word like that, the sole administratorship is not limited to 6 months.
It can be extended.
So it's in everybody's interest, including Fubara himself, to ensure that there's peace and stability in Rivers State, pending the end of the tenure of the 6 months that the president has done. Without that, like Obasanjo said, and like Obasanjo did, if it doesn't meet the parameters that led to the original declaration, but things are still as bad as they were before the declaration was made, there's always room
to extend it. Okay, BK, he is calling for peace, saying that he's emphasizing that governance and development can only thrive in a stable environment. But I've heard comments, and also even coming from GK, this is not they call for peace. Someone said that it's coming a little too late. We should have been calling for peace since. Your thoughts on this?
When he made those remarks that day, telling the youths to await instruction, I asked him on this program that, what do you mean by that? Do you want to incite them to violence?
Exactly.
He said, okay, try it now. I dared him to try it because I knew that it would not be taken lightly. So now he can see that the table has turned 360 degrees, and he's also concerned about the fake videos that people are posting.
Exactly. There
was this video of a burning oil installation, and they claimed that it was the Port Harcourt refinery that was on fire. And many people, the children of anger, those that Ruben Abati called the children of anger, they got up and they were saying, you see the same refinery that they said they have repaired. They, by themselves, they put fire to it because they want to steal money. We see all those things on social media. But these stories were not true. One particular girl on Facebook even went as far as arguing with people that no, this is the Port Harcourt refinery. There are people who are already gripped by evil. The only thing that titillates them
It's bad news.
is bad news. If you bring good news, they are not happy. They will even abuse you. It's only bad news. So when she was told that, no, this story is not true, she got angry. How Nigerians, some of who went to school, would just believe anything that they see on social media is what beats me. I don't understand. I wish I understand why Nigerians behave like this. You will see some videos. On close examination, it will be clear to you that it's not Nigeria. But you will see somebody who will be arguing.
Yeah.
Somebody that go to school, went to school will be arguing that, no, this is Nigeria. What do you want? It just, you know, it's like discovering that that thing is not true is already bad news to him. Discovering that bad news is actually, that particular piece of bad news is actually fake news is something that makes him sad. So now the governor is saying, let me even quote, it is also important to warn bloggers and social media hirelings to stop forthwith their campaign to create an atmosphere of tension, chaos, and anarchy in the state.
Exactly.
As their fake reports and posts have triggered enough wrong decisions that will not help the state to move forward. This is good coming from the suspended governor. And frankly, this is not the time for chest thumping. This is the time to let the people of Rivers State appreciate the need for peace.
Sure.
Because you need peace if you want to return to your seat.
Exactly.
Nigerians do not want Rivers State to be on fire. The president does not want to tolerate it. Has come up with the emergency rule proclamation, and he has received concurrence from both chambers of the National Assembly. That is a very significant statement that they can come together to say, yes, we support what you have done.
Exactly. Now, looking at this issue of spreading fake news, because most of it, the governor even said that they are doing this thing just to exploit the issues surrounding Rivers. Fake news, purveyors of fake news, so, you know, those who spread it. Should there be tougher penalties for people who do this thing? We're in the world of AI.
Yeah.
And deep fake and all. Should there be tougher penalties?
Some countries already moved in that direction, though I do not agree with the level of sanctions or censorship that is coming. But one cannot but empathize with those in power. Especially when you know that certain things are not true. But they hang it on your neck. And you know how people, most of them go. They don't hear come.
These things can escalate tension in Rivers.
Because even those who are experts cannot really totally separate the fake videos from the real one. And that to me is the danger. Because right now, when the National Assembly wanted to do a law to regulate social media,
yes,
I'm not for it. But Yoruba will say, it is those who are hit most by the lie. You destroy a man's life. Maybe the guy's in a meeting or in a program, and then you plant fake news. For the 1 hour or 2 hours he'll be away, he will not even be aware that his character has already been assassinated. And by the time you come out to react, a lot of people have now piled on onto it. Remember the name of the MD of the company, of a bank, that somebody said was having an affair. And the guy had to be picked up and locked up for months. Only for him to apologize. And that's why he was cashing coups. Imagine destroying somebody's livelihood. He built over 40 years because he wanted to cash coups. I don't know the answer. I will not lie to you. When it comes to...
You just sit and lie against people.
A man who was not even... Remember the story of the man who was not even in the country. And they said he was there. And he did this on that day. He had to bring proof.
Bring a proof that, hey, I was not, you know.
Well, you are referring to Reno.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine if there were no proof. Let's say he was sick.
If he didn't have the
evidence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If he did not have evidence to show that he was actually in Nigeria, It was actually outside.
Outside, time-stamped, everything.
People will have believed. In
Exactly.
fact, people believe those things. They don't even give you a chance. They believe straight away. You know, and there is enough evidence that we can piece together to show that you should listen to the other side. Don't crucify a man before his accuser has even brought evidence. It's a very shameful piece of human behavior to condemn a man even when the accuser has not provided a shred of evidence. You know, so we learn in life, but the emotion, our people are too gripped by emotion that they allow their emotions to rule over them.
Okay.
And every decent human being should actually be in charge of his emotions. But people allow their emotions to rule. Ah, no, it's a fellow woman like me. Oh, no, I believe he can do it. You believe he can do it does not mean that he did it.
Exactly.
That is not the proof that he did it.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, but BKO, GKB, as veteran journalists, what would you tell Nigerians? You know, when they see a story, when they see some sort of news, how to differentiate if this news is real or fake?
People should not be in a hurry
To react.
you know, to react to what they see. I used to tell younger journalists in the newsroom that I prefer to miss a story than rush to go and put something that is not true on air.
First to break the news.
Yes,
Let's
yes,
just
you want
quickly-
to break the news, but you have to be patient.
Exactly.
In some cases, you have correspondent in the state. There was a day I got mad in the newsroom. We had a correspondent in the news in the state. We did not check with that correspondent.
Oh.
We just rushed, put a story on there, and it turned out to be fake. And now can I say, oh, so this is the attitude now, that you just see something on social media,
And
you slam it.
you go with it.
Was that the way I trained you? I asked her. He was almost crying because she could see that I was furious. He said, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. It won't happen. I said, if it happens again, there will be consequences. I didn't say more than that. I walked back to my office feeling very sad. When you put a story that is not true on here, or as an editor, you publish a story that is not true, you are overwhelmed by a sense of guilt because you feel that you have misled.
Exactly. Your
and
credibility
disappointed.
is at stake.
Yes,
Exactly.
it can cause real reputational damage.
Sure.
But in this day and age, many people don't even have reputation anyway. So because they don't have reputation, they don't care.
You can't lose what you don't have.
Yeah, hang on.
That's the
you can't
difference
lose what
between
you
a
don't have.
citizen journalist and
So they
the
don't
well-trained
care.
journalist.
And when they put them, when they lock them up, people will now start shouting, oh, it's not
Justice
fair
for this
now.
person.